Boxing King Media in association with Boxstore. Savage, Dan, I don't want to call you the face of boxer, but you're the guy. Savage, big show this Saturday night. Break it down for us. Azim fighting for his first title and a brilliant undercard.
It's a brilliant card. It's a really, really good card. You've got Azim, obviously, a world youth title. It's a huge step. That's a massive step considering how young he is and young in his career he is. But it shows, he said it, he's backed up all his talk. He said it from the very beginning, move me fast. I want to move on to world honours as soon as possible. And yes, it's a youth title, but it's a world. It's still world, Like he's immediately going for honours. He's backing up all his talk. I like it, man. He's got something about him. It's still a quiet confidence because he's not brash of it. He's letting you know, don't blink, But he knows that once he tags you, very few people are going to be able to take that power. And even if he can, he's fast. He's athletic. He can box well. He's got Shane McGuigan in his corner. He's got everything going for him. And then when you look at everything else, you've got Sam Eggington on any bill means a good fight. And when you look at his opponent's there. He's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to dance and box. This is going to gel very quickly. I'm quietly actually expecting a Sam Eggington stoppage. It will be all action. They'll both stick around and stay there, but I just think Sam's too tough. I think he's so tough. And he said recently that he doesn't even really realise when he's in tough fights. They all just seem similar in terms of toughness. He's just able to go through the gear again and again and again and again. And then you've got another one. You've got River against Denny. That's another Fight of the Year candidate. Obviously there was contention. There was a cut last time out. It's a rematch. There's bad blood. You've got Shaquille Thompson. You've got Corey Gibbs, who we haven't seen since he won the Boxer Series. You've got Karras in the ring right now with a football. Flipping out. Give me a touch.
I ain't seen that before.
Give me a touch. That's it, yeah. But yeah, overall, it's just a very, very good card. I'm excited to sit there and watch it. I've got a feeling there's 2 or 3 really, really good fights on that card, as well as obviously a few people who we expect to win.
As you spoke about Adam. I asked him earlier, if they threw you in with Josh Taylor now over an 8-rounder, what would happen? And he said, I need the experience for a longer distance, but he's confident that he'd beat him over 8 rounds.
Have they sparred? I wonder if they've done. No. Adam will be confident he could beat anybody. He's that kind of fighter. Experience is one thing, but bad experience isn't always good for you. Josh Kelly's been in tough fights. He's come through some of them and he hasn't made it through some of the others. But such a quality, talented fighter, and that's the type of fighter that can make anybody look bad. So look, Azim is a quality fighter, but he'll know as well as anybody that there are certain stages and steps that have to be taken before you jump up. Some people can jump them immediately, and he's probably one of the fighters that can. But would you want to make that fight next? It wouldn't make enough sense. He's young. He's got everything, he's got his profile building. He's got everything to go for him. But down the road, that makes a lot of sense, and it's a fight I'd like to see.
Definitely, man. I think, to be fair, by the time he's ready, Josh might give up the belts and move up anyway. That's what I think will happen. So, I want to ask you about the big fight, Midlands derby, River Wilson, Tyler Denny. It's probably going to be the fight of the night.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed that because Matt. Say that question again, please.
River Wilson, Tyler Denny, big Midlands derby rematch, fight of the night, I reckon.
Yeah, it's definitely between that and Sam Eggington and Zik for me, because both of those fights have all the ingredients, all the familiar symptoms of a fight that's just going to go bam. It's a Midlands derby. It ended controversially last time, and it was a very, very good fight up to that point. I think that it will just continue from that. It won't be round one of a new fight. I think they both know what each other have to offer. And because of it, they'll dig their heels in and they'll have a row. I'd be surprised if there was a complete change of tactics from either of them. So that's a fight I'm looking at, and I actually think is going to be. I mean, most people from the outside looking in are looking at that, and they think that that will be fight of the night. I'd probably agree with them.
Good man. And I can't let you go without asking about Anthony Joshua, because I saw you on his Snapchat or Insta story, one of the two. What's going on? Is that a hint to say that maybe Usyk AJ ends up on Sky?
No, hasn't it been announced? It's been announced that he's on. No.
Not official. No one still knows, to be fair. There's no TV network in place.
Well, I can't confirm or deny anything, but what I can say is the fight goes ahead. It's in Jeddah. It was something we did for JD. We always do it after fights that he's had. So we were kind of going over the initial fight with Usyk, having a look at what's changed. So it is. I got a very good insight. It's not out yet. That interview, it will come out, and it will be a big eye opener for a lot of people as well. It's a great fight, obviously. AJ's one in Saudi. Has all the physical advantages, but Usyk was just too good last time out. It's as simple as that. Usyk was incredible, and now there's a lot of changes that's been made. Robert Garcia coming in, etc., etc. I like that move from AJ as well. I really rate Robert Garcia as a trainer. I think he gets his fighters playing to their strengths, gets them quite physical, gets them throwing lots of punches. There's a lot of people saying he's never trained a heavyweight. AJ said to me, do I even want a trainer that's trained a heavyweight that's going to hold me back? He wants me to throw as much punches as possible. I'm going to try, as if I'm a lightweight. So it's in theory, it looks like it's going to be a great match. We'll see how it works in practical. Obviously, Usyk's doing whatever he's doing in camp, and it's going to be a great fight.
I know you don't sit on the fence, so I'm going to ask you, because I think you'll give an honest answer. Does AJ beat Anthony? Does AJ beat Usyk?
I'm going to go with yes. But I went with yes last time, and I thought AJ would do him last time just because I thought he'd physically be too much for him. It's slightly different now, and it's more of a 51-49. The addition of... look, I think Usyk was pretty much punch perfect in that fight. And he would need to have another 36 minutes of that, in my opinion, to beat AJ again. Whereas AJ, as far as an AJ goes, is pretty poor and wasn't the AJ that we thought would be there, the physical, big, aggressive fighter that we've all come to know. I think if he gets a little bit more of that back in his arsenal and Robert Garcia gives him this and that and the game plan's better and you don't necessarily sit there and box for 36 minutes against the cat, I think AJ gets the win.
Good man, Savage. Thank you for your time. Unless you want to add anything else, I think we've had a good catch-up.
No, I can't add anything else. I was just about to give you something there. No, I can't add it.
No worries. Thank you, bro.